I think the benefit of the slow OD ground wave from Terry is going to set up a lot of like pressure sequences where he can get interesting mix-ups, you know, off of the drive rush. But is that even going to come into play? Is SQUALL going to give him that kind of breathing room? And, you know, it's also interesting to note that we are in a, you know, a deep in the top 8 part of the bracket. And we are seeing 2 SNK characters this deep in the bracket. Not even Street Fighter characters.
It's CEO all over again. This is
You're
CEO
right.
Grand Finals. So, because I was trying to remember exactly like how that matchup went between Lashar and NL, and just think about who really came out on top. And it was Terry that came out on top that time, and the tournament prior it was Mai before that anyway. So these characters have been the face of the last few major events for Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
No surprise to see him in a top 4 position here.
And blocks it out there, but taking his turn back with that stand pierce, the huge jump, and it's a good chunk of damage. He doesn't choose to, like, he could have gotten a little more drive gauge out of that, but most importantly, he wants that corner position, tries to catch him back, dashing with that force or the stand pierce again. Sevens wants to get out of the corner, no such luck.
Strong, trying to threaten that space again, and look at the way that we're playing against Fan. Take a step back in a fierce. SQUALL answering back round a piece. Don't worry, chat, we missed round 1. No big deal. We got the catch up for you, though. We're stocked up on those resources. Level 3 on either side is a threat. See SQUALL owning that corner.
You're exactly right, and he did that so well against Cusco. He's done it so well in all of this top 8. He understands the spacing. He understands when he needs to reel it back in and keep his hands close to his chest. He's not going to overextend. He's a veteran.
He's here waiting for you to waste away on the drive parry.
Ooh, I love that delay throw. Looking for something, you know, whether it's going to be delay button, ODDP, drive reversal, whatever it might be. Understanding when he needs to play a little conservative is Sevens. And we saw that earlier in his set. He's willing to play patient.
Nice.
But just as I say that, oh, he dropped it. Okay, he has another chance to live.
So you are lingering on that parry for far too long, SQUALL. We get tossed for the trouble. A couple of neutral jumps. We want to rebuild that drive gauge without giving up too much ground and get closer to the problem that will start whittling away at it here. Space has been so important for both these players here. We do get the super right over the fireball.
So good. I love that empty jump into, like, essentially baiting that fireball. That was so smart from SQUALL. He was plotting that, you know, probably 10 seconds ago. Okay, the ODDP, get your damn hands off me.
Okay, try to get the medium. Nice.
Oh, man. And that's the power of the fireball, man. That OD fireball is so damn strong. Yep, that's going to hit ya. Dude. Mai taking another round. Not even robbery at that point, just bullying.
Yeah. This is kind of what we expected here, right? Because this was the problem that Sevens showcased against Cusco. Just once we get stuck in that corner position, a character like Mai, like Kamet, that can bully, there's some difficulty here for Sevens to get out. Needs a little bit of that breathing room to activate Power Wave, threaten with Burn Knuckle.
I like that bait. Yep, I would have done level 1 too. Force the situation. Yes, okay. Able to get the burnout here, take advantage of that, controlling this corner position here. And I think Terry does this really well. He's got that good DP, you know, crack shoot really helps. And just like that, Sevens with a round on the board, a perfect, no less. Those 7 letters meaning oh so much as we get into this next round.
That was strong. Throw.
Blade throw. Oh, yeah, he's done that a couple times now. Gonna go into the level 1. A good chunk of damage, but most importantly, giving him those ever-important fire stocks to let him bully even worse. And honestly, if you're SQUALL, you take that ODDP. Look at the drive gauge.
Also start paying attention to the spacing that these two players have been showcasing throughout the set here. SQUALL is very conscious of that distance required to make that Burn Knuckle safe. You see that SQUALL will take a step back the moment Seven starts to threaten a forward movement. That means that buffer is coming through for a Burn Knuckle there.
Right.
And that sends off warning signs for SQUALL. Getting in a very uncomfortable position for that Burn Knuckle allows for that punish. SQUALL is certainly going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. A very astute observation, my friend.
Well, thank you.
Keen eye. Oh, talk about a keen eye. Checking the toes is Sevens, getting the drive rush counter, or the drive rush conversion off the crouching medium kick. And now again, he has this position where he gets to just poke and bully and prod at SQUALL with his back to the wall here. Just needs to make sure he does not let him out of that corner. He tried. Oh, but the back throw. This could be all he needs.
That's the one flaw there. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. I'll finish that thought in just a moment. We got to see if this combo finishes, and it will. Nice job from Sevens, but I was going to say that stand medium kick, that's the one flaw here from Mai, right? You have that distance that leaves a lingering hurt box there that allows for that ODDP to connect. Gives that a better opportunity here for Sevens to gain more ground.
Okay, the burn knuckle, maybe that might start, you know, maybe he can find a little bit of a better rhythm, a little bit of better positioning, so that can be a little more important. We saw that was so huge in his set against Cusco, and so far it hasn't been in the same way against SQUALL, because SQUALL has been able to, you know, make it punishable and block.
How many shoulder checks are we gonna get, please?
He's got to worry about getting burnt out. Oh, the back throw.
Very smart play.
I would, you know what? I would have done it too. Like, force it out of him. You're up 2-0. This isn't terrible. I think if anything, this gives you a little bit of information about, like, you know, how ready he is, how wide his eyes are. You know, he's not asleep at the wheel.
That's the deepest fan. Like, caught the ankle. Like, you kidding me? That was still there. Watch it. Looking for that burn knuckle, likely. That's why we got the down back from SQUALL.
I think you're right. Oh, what a huge punish. And getting the pickup, too. From that range, it was a little awkward. No cross cut.
Yeah. Really awkward there. Oh, God.
Oh, good DP. SQUALL just always ready to put himself in a winning position. That forward throw, punish counter, a ton of damage. The drive gauge is low. He is in a prime position.
Get off me, please.
I don't blame him. I feel that way fighting Mai too.
You never know when that's going to be the last ODDP in those corner situations sometimes. Here we go. Throw.
Oh, the sweep. It's so good.
Don't fall for it. I think that's the threat, honestly. Is like, if you're caught with that fan toss, good round there for SQUALL. If you're caught in that fan toss, you're worried about the 50-50. Either it's the low from the crouch forward or the overhead right there, right? And if you're too early on the crouch block, then that's overhead opportunity.
Oh, almost got whiff punished with that fan. But the light conversions land its mark for SQUALL. And it's not even about landing damage. You know, you'll notice that most of these interactions aren't doing much damage. It's all about that corner. He wants to push her to the corner, or push him to the corner, so he can get the throw, so he can get the drive gauge damage, you know?
See, and that's the other thing, right? That new change for that fan, being able to walk back after the bounce, right? So try to take advantage of it. But if your back is against the wall, you've lost the real estate to, you know, gain any more ground away from it.
They're playing patient, not trying to overextend here. But that's been how SQUALL has fought this so far. He's actually kind of turned the tide for how things went against, or went with Sevens earlier. But finally, we do see a little bit of a light conversion into this level 3. Means a decent amount of damage, but most importantly, it's going to be under that 1 bar of drive gauge threshold. And he caught him pressing. He's getting a little too anxious, trying to go a little too deep there with that pressure. And look at what it's turned into for SQUALL.
Tech, very brave one at that from Sevens. Necessary to survive. SQUALL threatening that space. Just needs one more round. No! Tosses the fan!
Oh, no, he's not dead.
Parry here. Nice jab out. There's so many resources on the side of SQUALL.
Oh, my
Not
God.
enough to finish. 14 seconds left. You have the life lead.
Yeah, he does. He does have the life lead. Oh, my God. Yes, Odie Fireball. Okay, and he beats. Oh my!
All on that?
That was crazy. I don't even like.
There wasn't. No, I know what you're about to say. There was not a burnout when he threw that deep.
Right.
There was literally not a burnout there.
That was such a crazy interaction. And, you know, it had everything. It had patience, it had fundamentals, and a little bit of luck. And sometimes that is what it takes. Squall is not going to turn that down. A dub is a dub is a dub. And he is going to take it. He moves on. He's still alive on this loser's side.
You can't look back at the replay. If you're Sevens, you can never watch that replay again. Delete it from your system right now.
That was crazy.
Don't look at the VOD. Ask low kick to scratch that for the VOD. There's no way Squall knew. Are you kidding? There's no way. There is no way you knew that Sevens was going to try to dry parry in his face. There's no way. I knew it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Squall, for setting the record straight. We are not getting, you know, we're not getting any sort of conspiracy theory, no convolution, no conflation. He's being honest, and I respect that, damn it. He might be playing Mai, which is not an honest character, but at least he will be honest about his intentions.